Hi everyone, it's Valerie from VJ Art and Stuff. And do you know what I'm doing? Have you figured it out yet? Have you figured out what all this stuff is? Well, if you haven't, I'm getting ready to make flowers. So I thought I'd show you how I'm getting all organized here because I've been working on my craft room. As you know, it got moved. And I'm getting everything set up, and I have bins that are like only half full or 3/4 full, and so I'm trying to organize everything so that they're all full so that I don't have, because I don't have the room, I don't have the space for storing stuff. I'm trying to get everything a lot more organized, and in the process I'm getting everything ready to make flowers because I also want to work on a whole bunch of projects this winter, and I don't want to stop to have to make flowers. So this is what you see here. This is everything that's getting all ready to be made into flowers. And so I thought I'd show you what I'm up to. So here, this first one, this is a, these are parts and pieces that I've cut off of curtains and sweaters and just whatever I can, right? So when you find pieces like that, curtains, just layer them, fiddle with them. These are parts that kind of look like petals. I have a big stack of these ones. And then this is from that sweater that I cut up. And not only do I have some nice cool pieces to use in fabric books and journals and whatever, but I have some parts that I can make flowers with. Look at this. Doesn't that look nice along the spine of a book? And then I got this cool piece out of that sweater. Some more like that. And then look at this cool piece. And then this is the part that had the buttons. That would go nice in a fabric book, I thought. And then I got these parts that kind of look like banners. I have a whole bunch of those in different sizes. And then some other odds and ends of pieces you can use in fabric books. So there's those parts, and then these parts here, I thought, I got fiddling with these little diamonds, and you guessed it, you can make flowers out of them. Yeah, you can use those as flower parts. So I have a lot of these triangles, not triangles, diamonds. So that's one tray of flower parts I've been working on. Ooh. This is another one. And these are parts and pieces from curtains. Lots of different parts off of curtains there. And here. Lots of different parts. Here's some other type of curtains, but kept all the little flowery bits. And then this is off of another curtain. I cut these parts off. So they could kind of look like flower petals, and I can tuck them in here and there. There's some of these. Lots of flowery bits. Some more. And then these are off of a different kind of curtain. This is off of the one that made these flowers, had these underneath them. So I have a lot of these as well. Lots and lots of these. And then I have my doilies, and this is my container of doilies. I still have some to cut out. Lots of doilies. I did have these organized from large to small, and they keep getting mixed up. That's okay. Little teeny weeny parts. This is one I actually crocheted myself. I used to crochet a lot, and I haven't done it now for so many years that I've had trouble getting back and doing it again. It's hurting my thumb. I keep digging not the pointy end, but the under part of the crochet hook into my thumb, and it actually makes it bleed. I've been fooling around with some different, those are two that I did. I have some pink ones, and I have some larger ones. These will make really big flowers, or I might not use them in flower making, not sure. I have some smaller pieces. Some of these are a bit too big for flower making, I think. I use them in other projects, but these ones will be alright. That one, another little small one. And then these square ones, I thought I can either cut out the inside part, or I can sort of crisscross them like that, maybe. Possibly. I have a lot of those. One. Here's one that I crocheted when I first decided to start tried it again, crocheting, and it didn't turn out very good at all. Now they're getting a little bit better, but it's taken a while. A piece off of doily. Some more pieces off of doily. This I found inside a ball of yarn. Some of these. And then I can still cut these ones up. So these are my doilies. Anything else in there? Yes, yellow one. And these are mesh snippets that I got from the curtains. All kinds of mesh type snippets to use in flower making. This is a shirt that's kind of mesh light. I could cut circles out of this if I need to. And then this is my little snippet basket. I have all kinds of odds and ends of snippets in here. And then way back here, this is my treasure box full of special doilies, and I don't know, if I have to use a piece out of this I will, but otherwise I'm saving these for other projects. And then I have this bag which is square pieces like this, and I've seen some people make flowers by folding them and using those as petals, so that's an option as well. And then way at the back here, it's heavy. This is one of my fiber bins. It's got different fibers to use in flower making. And this doily I'm saving for my gypsy book. Okay, and then here I have a bin of blue, and I have another box that's just full of blue fabrics as well. A lot of curtain materials in there. So lots of parts and pieces of blue for some blue fabrics, blue flowers. I have this, which is all kinds of fabrics that I cut into strips for making ruffles. The ruffly parts of fabrics, you gather them. Oh, I cut out one of those purple bits. I'll put that in here somewhere. So I still have a lot here to make into ruffly parts of flowers, but I'll show you what I've done so far. I'll show you the dark ones first. So these are what I've made out of some of the fabrics that I have as far as dark colors. Sort of organize them from biggest to smallest. So that's actually quite large. Yeah, they're slowly getting made into flower parts, and then they'll get all layered up. And this is sort of a, I don't know what this is. It feels like silk. It's not organza. It's got black and red fibers in its really pretty. And this is like a satin piece. And this was part of a blouse, and it had these pointy parts to it, there and there. And so I just sort of rolled it like that. I thought it was rather elegant. There's some more of that satin. And then there's some kind of shabby chic. This is more country. More of that reddish rust color. And this is the inside seam part, but it's a finished edge. They finished the edge of the inside seam with this beautiful silvery thread. So I thought they would make good ruffles for flowers. And then this is another type of fabric, and this is the finished edge of the fabric. It's like it's stiff like coat lining or something. So I have a bunch of those, and I have a stack of these finished edge ones. And then this is the nice gray fabric dress, the gray dress. Has these shimmery little rose prints in it. And then this is the hemmed edge of probably the lining for that dress. It's a softer material. And lots of purple. And here's kind of a sort of rolled, folded rose there. And the rest of them are just all ruffles. And some of the ruffles are doubled, so I have to go back and separate them and kind of pull them apart. And then this is a black piece that came off of that costume. And I just took an edge that had all these different ruffly parts to it, and I gathered it up. It's another piece of black. So those are the colored ones, and then these are just a box of light ones that I did. So this is, I haven't attached the ends on this one, but this I just left the ends rough on a lot of them. So here's a bunch with just rough edges, and then these I cut into petals. This one's doubled, so I have to go and separate all the little petals and then attach the ends still. This is a hemmed edge. I made this one nice and full. And then this is another one that I cut into petals, and then I just sort of pulled them to make them go kind of shabby chic. And here's one where I just cut into little strips. I haven't attached the ends yet on this one. There's another one with petals. And then here's a rolled, kind of a rolled one. Another one. And I'll use these as parts, probably parts of flowers. Will look nice. Little shabby chic background. These are kind of a shabby chic kind of a pattern. Looking pattern. There's a little, going to be a little wee one. And here's one was a hemmed edge, and I just sort of fooled around making it kind of folded. See if I could do something with that. You never know. And then I did another one with petals, and then I did some of these ones with the little poofs, where you take a round, I got one here, where you take a round piece and you fold it, and you stitch along the edge, and then when you gather it, it turns into these little puffs. So I put about 6 per flower from the big ones anyways. So I have some different sizes. This I tried making a butterfly, but it didn't really work. I have different sizes of these white ones. And it goes from big to medium to little itsy bitsy. Get some real teeny weeny ones in here. If you want to test your hand dexterity, just do some of these little tiny ones. I thought I had even a smaller one than that somewhere. And then this one, I kind of made like a long, sort of a long piece that you could use along the spine of a book. So you make it like you would your flower, only you don't stop, you just keep going. And instead of putting them all on one side like that, you just twist them so there's one on one side, one on the other side, and you make a nice long strip. I think I'll use this to decorate a journal. So I have one large one, and then I have one smaller one that I did as well. And then I have lots of pink ones. This is that shirt that got dyed red in my laundry. And I made lots of different sizes, big ones. Look at it. When you stack them all up, you can get it so that it almost looks like a tree. Let's see if I can find a teeny one for the top. Anyways, you get the idea. Whoop! You could make like a tree out of them, and then you could put like little pearls in there. That would look so cute. And I made this, kind of looks like an ear or a bonnet. I'm just fooling around with it. Okay, so those are the flower parts and pieces, I think. So let me see if I got anything left here in flower parts to show you. I haven't got all the bling yet together for the centers. I still have to do that. Some fiber. Here's some parts that I cut off of a big doily, and I can use these in my flowers as well, as I was thinking, because I have a lot of these. And this trim that I had gotten off a curtain, these make nice parts of flowers too when you cut off the individual little things that look like little petals. And I'll show you some flowers that I made with those. So here's some flowers I made. This is a really big one. And here you have a doily. And then some parts of a curtain. And then part of these curtain piece. And then this is, oh, I have my lace bin, of course, full of laces. And this is a double lace. It has the 2 colors on it, and I gathered it. So I can use these as well. Parts of curtains. This is one of those square doilies. Stuck behind there. And then these parts of curtains that look like applique. Here's another little doily. And then part of a curtain here that was dyed that pink. And then a piece of wedding applique in the middle. Here's another flower. And this has some eyelet lace on it. And here's another white flower and a button. There's another white flower, and you can see what I mean about these looking like petals. There's another one. And there's that mesh in behind there. Looks nice. And there's another one. This is one that I crocheted. I was just fooling around trying to get the loopy things here. It looks okay. There's some mistakes in it, but I mean, I'm getting better again. Like I haven't crocheted in years, so it's taken a while to get back into it. And then here's the last one. See what I mean about these looking like nice little petals? Looks nice. I think that looks nice. There we go. I don't think I used, oh yeah, I did use some of the felt on the backing for some of them, not all of them. And then this one just has a doily for the back. So I think I'm going to, oh, and here's one that I used. I made this flower by, I doubled this fabric here, and then I put this other color, this purpley wine color in behind, and then I stitched it and gathered it up, and then kind of rolled it around going outwards. I made this, and then I left on some of the parts that I sort of make look like little tails, look like a ribbon, like that one. Okay, so that's what I've been up to. I think I will play tonight and do some flowers, and then my next video will be to show you some of the other organizing things I'm doing in my craft room, and as well as some of the other projects I'm working on. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video of how I get everything ready to do my flowers, and I can't wait to show you some of the projects that I'm working on after this. So I will talk to all you guys later. Bye for now.